Jayanti is celebrated on 2nd October every year to mark the birthday of the Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who is popularly known as Mahatma Gandhi. He is also known as the father of the nation, one of the most prominent leaders of the India's independent movements. He was the man behind the non-violent civil disobedience. This year will mark as the 152nd birth anniversary of the Mahatma Gandhi, and the entire world celebrate this day as the Gandhi Jayanti. He was shot on 30th January 1948 by the Hindu fanatic Nathuram Godse. I bow down in the remembrance of this great person. Thank you.
A very warm good morning to an and all present here. Today, on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti, I would like to say something about it. On 2nd October every year, India celebrates a national holiday in remembrance and honor of the birth of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi as Gandhi Jayanti. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who is also famously referred to as Mahatma Gandhi, was given the title of Father of the Nation by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose for his relentless struggles for our independence. Today is his 52nd birth anniversary, and we are here to revisit the principles via which he led his life and fought for independence. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born in Porbandar, Gujarat on 2nd October 1869 in British India to a merchant-class family. He was 24 when he first left India to pursue law in South Africa, where for the first time encountered inequality due to his race and color, and was thrown out of train because he didn't resemble with white co-passengers. When he returned to India to practice law, he was appalled to see the injustices around him, and his deep sense of doing justice was triggered. He always fought for what is right and participated in many non-violent civil rights movements and led many campaigns like Dandi March, which is also called Salt March, in 1930 to protest against the illegally imposed salt tax, as this basic community was already freely available to us due to our coastal allocation, where thousands of people followed Gandhi to the Arabian Sea from his religious retreat in Ahmedabad and the famous Quit India movement in 1942. He also felt strongly about many unfair practices imposed by the British rule and fought against racism, the caste system, discriminating against people by claiming they are untouchables, and many such societal inequalities. Due to this protest, he, along with his followers and many other freedom fighters, served their time in prison. Due to his active interaction with people and the influence he had because of his keen interest in their matters, as he truly cared for the people and the desire to help them, he soon after became the leader of the Congress Party, and this only accelerated the power of Mahatma Gandhi, as though his followers and supporters increased, and so did his opponents. He devoted his life to relentlessly working towards spreading awareness about the importance of equality, peace, and harmony in brotherhood. His principles and values still hold great value, and people consider it to be the right path to follow, and these ideas were spread by many of his disciples, literature writers, and artists. As we go about our lives, let's remember and honor his philosophy by treating people with respect and equality without any prejudices, and not conform to violence even at your worst. Let's lead a life in peace by following the path of non-violence. Jai Hind.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
I am Mahatma Gandhi, father of nation. My life is my message. Today is my birthday.
राम सीताराम।
Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. By Mahatma Gandhi. Good day to all. I am Alina Shija of class 8 and today I am going to talk about Gandhi Jayanti. On 2nd October every year, India celebrates a national holiday in remembrance and honor of the birth of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi as Gandhi Jayanti. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who is famously referred to as Mahatma Gandhi, was given the title Father of the Nation by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose for his relentless struggles for our independence. Mahatma Gandhi was born on Porbandar, Gujarat in 2nd October 1869 in British India to a merchant class family. He was 24 when he first left India to pursue law in South Africa, where for the first time encountered inequality due to his race and color and was further thrown out of the train because he didn't resemble his white co-passengers. When he returned to India to practice law, he was appalled to see the injustices around him and his deep sense of doing justice was triggered. He devoted his life to relentlessly working to spread the awareness about peace, equality and brotherhood. His principles and values still hold great value and people consider it to be the right path to follow. Today, as we go about our lives, let's try to lead a life in peace by following the path of non-violence. Wishing you all a very happy Gandhi Jayanti.
ఓ బాపు నువ్వే రావాలి, నీ సాయం మళ్ళీ కావాలి.
Hello friends, I am Krishnananda from 3C. Today, October 2nd, birthday of great Mahatma Gandhi. So here I am presenting an action song. Gandhi Ji, Mahatma Gandhi. Bapu Ji, father of nation. Gandhi Ji, Mahatma Gandhi. Bapu Ji, father of nation. He fought for our freedom. He was a great leader. He fought for our freedom. He was a great leader. He was a wonderful teacher. He is a role model. He was a wonderful teacher. He is a role model. Gandhi Ji, Mahatma Gandhi. Bapu Ji, father of nation. Gandhi Ji, Mahatma Gandhi. Bapu Ji, I love you, Bapu. Thank you.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम.
Greetings to everyone gathered here on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti. I am Ella Babu KB of class 8A. Mahatma Gandhi was given the title of Our Father of Nation. Today is his 151st birth anniversary, which we are here to revisit the principles via which he led his life and fought for our independence. He was 24. He first left to India to pursue law in South Africa and were for the first time encountered inequality due to his race and color and were not thrown out of the train because he didn't resemble his white co-passengers. And he didn't resemble his white co-passenger when he returned to India to pursue law. He was appalled to see the injustice around him and deep sense of doing justice were triggered. He always fought for what is right and many practiced many campaigns like Salt March, which is also called Dandy March in 1930, non-civil rights. Today as we go leaves about in his philosophy and honor of his philosophy by the treating with creative people and the treating of people. By the life in peace is the beautiful life he taught our life. Jai Hind.
దిగే దుర్మార్గం ఆపాలి నువ్వే ఓ మార్గం చూపాలి కళ్ళ జోడుతో చేతి కర్రతో కదిలేవో సత్యాగ్రహం కదిలేవో సత్యాగ్రహం. వెండి కొండల శిరసు పండిన యువకుల మించిన సాహసం పక్క పలచని బాబు గుండెలో ఆసేతు హిమాచలం దుక్కున రాల్లో ఉప్పొంగే స్వాతంత్ర రక్త గంగాజలం సత్య మార్గమున మడమ తిప్పని స్వరాజ్య దీక్ష మానసం అతడంటే గడగడ వణికింది ఆంగ్లేయుల సింహాసనం.
Love as if we were to die tomorrow. Learn as if we were to live forever. Good morning to all. I'm Salvi Lisa Baby of Class 6B. Today we celebrate 152nd birth anniversary of the most respected, spiritual and political leader of the 20th century, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, the father of our nation.
Every year on 2nd October is observed as Gandhi Jayanti, to pay tributary to father of our nation. And on this day, we should remember his valuable contribution in India's freedom struggle and independence movement. To honor Gandhiji's exemplary attitude toward non-violence, this day is commemorated by the United Nations as International Non-Violence Day. Gandhiji was a staunch believer in non-violence. His method of agitation are enough to pure this factor. His method include satyagraha, non-violent resistance, Quit India movement, non-cooperation movement, and Salt Satyagraha movement. He was pious, truthful, and religious. He believed in simple living and high thinking. He was deeply disturbed by the Hindu-Muslim riots in the country that followed partition of India in 1947. Gandhiji went around place to place and pacified the angry mobs with his message of nonviolence and peace. According to him, the only way to find God within a person is through the search of truth. A man is a product of his thought. What he thinks, he becomes. Mahatma Gandhi is a living hero in every Indian's heart. The freedom we enjoy today is because of his powerful tools of nonviolence and truth. I wish you all a very happy Gandhi Jayanti. Thank you.